Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below, we're talking about mercurial energy. So those that do not know, on this particular platform, I teach universal laws because, sir and ma'am, they are applicable to each and every one of you guys. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are Afro-conditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, as you're being notified that we are here and we are live all around this globe teaching this information for any of our melanated people that practices the ATRs in the church, and those that have left the church but still practice the ATR but still got church influence. So all of you that, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, this is the live for you. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for being a part of this platform. And what's up there, my Aries in the house, Triranda. To all of you guys that have been a part of this, especially to those that have gotten your graveyard work and invested in your graveyard work, this is going to be an important live for you. To all of you that really want to know how real magic is utilized and how we tap into that Arche, whether we're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, or Ajay, or whether we are just practitioners, or some people call them natural yamis or natural, I don't like the word terminology, witch, but I call it wise men and wise women. In honor of that particular energy and frequency, I want to say also salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, and Mystic, and Ajay. What's up there? Mama Susan is in the house. Thank you so much for being with us. Also, what's up? We got Gemini back to back. We got Demetrius Clark in the house. Thank you so much for being a part of this particular platform and also a part of this live. To each and every one of you guys, we want to say also salutations to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for being with us on tonight. On tonight is our Bible study night, and to all of you all that don't know, it was hotter than a mother sucky out there, and so I'm dressing cool. I'm getting all my Risha shirts and all that stuff taken care of. But tonight I'm being comfortable, okay? Because I've been burning up all day. So I want to say, let me put some of this on. I want to say to you guys that have gotten your graveyard work, I would encourage you as much as you can for layer $1,000. Lay your protection and your workings down like an onion. And I'm going to be talking about something tonight. And before I get involved in what I'm going to just talk about tonight, I want to say to you guys, please do not take my lives as that I am personally trying to point out a person, a place, or a thing about a person. I teach a message that goes for anybody. If it resonates with you and it targets you, it's because that it was meant for your ego or your spirit or ancestors wanted you to respond or receive that particular word or that information the way that it is. It is not because Apostle Ely is like a sniper and I hear just spitting bullets trying to hit somebody. Also, what's up there, Monique Fofo? Crab Cakes is in the house. How you doing? To each and every one of you guys, this particular platform is here to teach about the resonance of melanated energy. I have, for the sake of, what's up, Niecy? I ain't seen you in a minute. Aries from Arkansas. Thank you for joining us, baby. Your favorite color is blue. All right, now. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, I want to say in honor of my head Orisha, my Fedi Fun Yanza, my Fedi Fun Babluaye, I am rocking my Fedi Fun Yimiya, Asasu, my particular path. I am going to be talking about something today on my Bible study night. And I want to say this again because I didn't finish what I had to say, is do not, for whatever reason, you got stuff going on in your cranium. Your cranium is your head, your skull. Don't relate that to me. I'm a messenger. Just like you don't blame your mail carrier for what kind of mail you get. I'm a conduit. I'm a vessel. I pray about stuff. I ask what you want me to talk about, and I come on here and I talk about it. And I want to say, what's up there, Alicia in the house? I want to talk about something that is very important for melanated people. And I do realize that as simplistic as some things may be, we miss the boat a lot of times because we are in our own way. Now I'm going to say this. I have been studying Kimbanda. I'm a type of individual, I'm a quick study. I excel very fast in certain things. So Demetrius is here. So my gist so far with half a day of studying Kimbanda is that Kimbanda is really tapping into Eshu, which is a primordial energy. Eshu and the Eguns that are attached to that particular energy deal with dark matter. And Kimbanda is a collection of sciences that work well together in that particular genre. And you still have to be initiated. And the same concept is true, is that you need to have a spirit in that particular tradition. So it has to be ancestral. People can be initiated in those practices and been given a spirit. But my gist is it has a lot to do with necromancy. It has a lot to do with mediumship. It has a lot to do, well, a lot of the stuff that I already do. It has a lot to do with the fire, the primordial energy of Eshu, and giving that Ache or that energy to the I can't call them the Moreto. I don't know. I haven't got all the terminology down in Kimbanda, but I'm just giving you the gist of what I've gotten out of it so far. And so they do the same type of spell works, but they just work with spirits that are attached to that energy, and those spirits have actually lived on planet Earth and died. The same thing when we do when we receive a Nganga, the spirit of a Polaro or a Tata is a part of that Nganga, and so that is in no different. So they receive Ngangas the same type of way. I see the concept of why they say that is dark and evil magic, because it deals with primordial energy. And normally when you talk about dark matter and black matter, people love to demonize that, but it has really nothing to do. It is the core of carbon energy, basically. So the stronger you are in it, the stronger your powers of mediumship and your powers to deal with Egun and just dealing with universal spirits. But coming from the aspect of Eshu, which would be more of a complement to Metkafu and Haitian Voodoo. So, and because I understand Metkafu 1, Metkafu 2, I have a better understanding of Kimbanda and what that entails. And removing spirits and removing sicknesses, or also placing them down. And that's, I do that as well. So it has a lot of duality. But I've been doing my research. I will say honestly that I won't be able to even bring it before my Padrino and Oba until I actually get through with my Ocha birthday, and then receive my cauldron of Insasi. So once I do that, because I don't want him to think I'm just jumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm mastering stuff. Because I want to show you I'm not just asking for stuff that I ain't utilizing and don't understand. So that's what they're. Ryan said, oh, what's up, Ryan? Ryan, my Libra. He said, love them colors. Yes, thank you so much. I need him and y'all to cool it down. There's a song out there, Cool It Down. So, in honor of Bible study tonight, I'm going to be sharing some things that, and I say this before I get started. I thank you for the super chat on Demetrius, and anybody that want to super chat tonight, this will be a good night to super chat. Because it promotes the video, the likes, all the shares and stuff like that. And I do realize it can be repetitious, but it is what it is. And it's just like the ocean, the wind, and anything of nature. It's a continuation of magic and flowing of energy. And so if this tires you out, then you don't need to be practicing real ATRs, okay? So let me start here. My subject tonight is, don't try to waste my time. You will be removed from my timeline. And the reason why this is important on a Bible study night and what this has to do with your magic and spirituality is what has happened in Christianity And just like most relationships, you have been trained to come into a facility, sit down and have somebody preach or teach to you, and you never evolve, you never change. And you chant, you pray, you sing songs, you in some churches, you're apostolic or Pentecost, you run around, you hear the drums. Some churches, they do hymns, depending on what vibration and rhythm that particular church has. But what has happened over a period of time is that people they have not learned how to maximize their time. Most melanated people put off today for tomorrow. Most melanated people don't realize that you are given a certain timeline to come to this earth to fulfill your particular destiny or purpose, and then you have to leave out on that timeline. That's why we go through all of the stages of the zodiac. In the house of undoing, which is Pisces, it sits Aquarius for me. And so I have to finish all of my courses before I graduate. Graduate means to give up this particular flesh. Now, I know that in church and in most cases, many of us are trying to live here as long as we can, even though we're out here absolutely wasting time, energy, frequency, and vibration. That's what we're doing. So I want to bring a light to this issue that we have and why a lot of times we don't benefit whether we're practicing Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, as much as we could if it was first in our life, if it had the priority, if it had the significance in our life. Now, I'm going to say this again to each and every one of you guys. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to make you get into any of the ATRs. I'm not here to make you believe anything. What I am here to present a case to you that if you come to me, if you come on this platform, I have been practicing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years of age. And I'm going to say something. The mere fact that I have the love of knowledge, wisdom, understanding that I have, the mere fact that how driven I am when it comes down to real spirituality, real magic, and real craft. The idea that I actually see the best in most people because I'm Sagittarian, so I always see the glass half full. So the fact that I normally give the average person, no matter whether I know them or don't know them, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I also have a skill set that is remarkable. When it comes to the Egun, when it comes to Moretos, when it comes to conjure, when it comes to manifestation. You don't have to get into any of the ATRs to get manifestation working with Chief Apostle Elam. But I'm going to say this. Black people, no matter what they are going after, are easily satisfied. Most black people settle for less. I'm going to say this again. Most black people, no matter how well they talk or how talented they are, they have absolutely no problem. They will talk about they have a problem with it, but they have no problem settling for less. What do you mean by that, Apostle E? It doesn't take you to be with me for 2 years, 3 months, 5 years, 10 years, and your life not elevate. If I, as a leader, am involving, I was listening, me and Demetrius had a conversation, and he said as I was getting healed of my my abscess, right in the midst of praying for unveiling Ann, he said there was an uptick, there was an elevation that come. I am constantly growing, I am constantly evolving. And I want you to understand, you don't know how much time you have on this timeline with me. You don't know how much time they have given me in your life. You don't know whether I'm going to be a seasonal teacher. You don't know if I'm going to be with you from the cradle to the grave. You don't know if I'm going to just be, I'm going to be a one-night stand. I say this when Yahshua came to the house of Mary and Martha. Because Martha did not understand the timeline. She thought it was more necessary to cook and clean and do all these other things around the magic, around the conjure, around the mystic, the agile, instead of sitting at the foot of the teacher. The word was made flesh, is dwell. The Emmanuel is sitting here in the midst. You have access to it. And you are spending your time, your energy, your resources on everything else but that, because somewhere in your mind you think you have time, you have space. Every 21 days, doesn't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajay, beginner, intermediate, atheist. Every 21 days the energy shifts. Every 21 days something shifts, something moves. What you were told within that 21 day cycle will stand, will be valid. After those 21 days, you have to do another reading. You have to do another working, because things have changed. If you were supposed to get a cleansing and that reading came through of that energy in those 21 days, that means that that energy could be moved in those, within that perimeter of that particular timeline, that particular space, in those 21 days, based off of this incantation or working or whatever, Ebo, whatever. But after those 21 days, that energy gets stronger if it's negative. I'm going to say it again. Every 21 days, because of the fact that you guys don't understand cycles, that you get into these classes and you say that you got my beginner's class, you say you got my intermediate class, you say you got my advanced class, but yet you act as though you have never sat in a class 1 second with Apostle Ely. I never put off today to tomorrow. I never sit and say, you know what, I'm going to, instead of doing this with the Orishas or the Impungos, I always take care of God's business first. Because you don't know what tomorrow holds. And what may be possible, feasible, reachable today may be a void. It may be a Grand Canyon tomorrow. Because you have given your adversaries chance enough to work and create issues or circumstances, and now what could have been easily obtained now becomes a struggle. Now becomes almost near impossible, depending on who you are in warfare with. I am here to explain to you that I am not guaranteed for you. My videos, the information I put out, my classes, me giving basically graveyard work for $100, $1,000 donation. Anybody that do real conjuring, if you can't see the urgency of everything that is going around you, if you can't see that every one of us has a timeline, not only on this earth, but in each other's life. This is why Yahshua, when they were telling him about the alabaster box, he said, the poor you're going to have with you always. You're not going to have me with you. I ain't got but 33 years here. Let this woman take this oil, this ointment, and with her hair, anoint my feet. Because those people, they were saying, you know what, we could take this alabaster box and sell it and give it to you. You're going to always get a chance to deal with Dollar General spiritualists. You're going to always, these dime and nickel and dime Negroes, you can always run across them. They're going to be here. They're going to be recycled and recycled and recycled. But when you're talking about elevated, ascended masters and people of higher echelon, when it comes down to their spirituality and development, those people you're not going to have with you always. Because normally what they're doing in their ATR, they're trying to evolve where they don't have to come back to this earth realm. They're trying to get their task done. This is why Apostle Paul said, I am ready to be offered up. I have finished my course. These people are on time with their destiny. They're on time with the things that they came here to do. And they're on time for their departure. See, a lot of us came here on time. Your birth cycle, when you came on with the sun sign and the moon sign, you came on. But then when it comes down to your departure, you always trying to change the date. You're always trying to extend your departure date because you have not taken place and taken responsibility for the time that you did have. The 24 hours you did have. The 60 seconds you did have in that minute. What's up there, my Boaz? What's up, Minister Al? Aquarius in the house. The word waste means this. And I want y'all to really listen to this because this is significant. Waste means to use or expend carelessly or extravagantly or with no purpose at all. So that means you can waste somebody's time being careless. Then you can waste somebody's time by taking up too much of their time. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me now. Or you can be wasting time with no purpose at all. You have really no purpose of communicating because you have no intention of taking the information and doing what you need to do with it. And I say this, sir, and I say this, ma'am. Why would you sit on a live with a man that is more than six figure, but we're just going to say six figure? A man that is spewing out this type of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and clarity of spirituality and teaching you how to ascend and evolve into God and Goddess aspect. And then you turn around and then try to go home and turn that Toyota into a Mercedes. What is the point of you sitting around somebody with clarity of mind, vitality about life, living and enjoying what God and Goddess has given, being able to have an affection, fervent prayer, being able to decree a thing and it shall be established, being able to call those things that be not as though they were, being able to communicate with your eguns, with your moretos, with your ancestors, being able to venerate. What is the purpose of spending this kind of time with this kind of information and yet go back and live a basic, ordinary life? I don't understand that. I don't understand the purpose of coming here and getting this quality of products and then asking God to bless you with a car from buy here, pay here. You don't need my conjure for that. You don't need my spiritual. You don't need the Negro you laying down having sex with. You don't need prayer to get him. You can get them a dime a dozen. The woman that you running after and you trying to do, you don't need conjure for that. Because you can find them kind of hoes a dime a dozen. You understand? I want you to understand that you shouldn't waste your time. You shouldn't waste your conjure if you're not serious about your personal development. You shouldn't be out here spending that kind of money and then you have no intention of obeying. I'm going to say this again. Why would you spend $1,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000, $50,000 and play and waste time? The same reason why we would go and spend money on an expensive wedding and don't be married longer than 3 or 4 months. Because we all excited about the actual wedding. We're excited about the initiation. We're excited about the consecration. We're excited about the coordination. We're excited about everything else but the actual lifestyle that you have to live once you do this. Before you pray that prayer, before you ask for that, do you have the time? Are you going to waste his time because you ain't trying to be no wife? Are you going to waste her time because you ain't trying to be no husband? Are you going to waste that business time because you ain't really trying to be an employee? Are you going to waste that government money or whatever resources that maybe somebody gave you the money? Maybe you inherited the money. But you're going to waste that time and waste those resources. And you're not going to capitalize on that because what you believe that giving you an advantage means for you to be able to rest when you feel like it. This is why it is that story about the hare and the tortoise or the turtle was so significant. That hare, because of his speed, he felt like he had time to rest. What's up there, Exclusive K? Oh, long time no see, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us, Scorpio in house. Let me tell y'all something. I live with no regrets. And what I mean by that, sir and ma'am, I don't waste time. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it because I don't know what tomorrow going to hold. I think If you got questions, if you got concerns, super chat. And if you missing points, then get I got a beginner class, I got an intermediate class, I got an advanced class on my website. I'm not unprepared like a lot of these other spiritualists. If you really trying to do something with your life, you really trying to have something in your life, you really trying to move some things in your life, you're really trying to enjoy the things that the divine has given you, then you, not just a chief apostle, you should be monitoring your time. You should, certain man, be concerned about who's in your timeline. And what I put on here, I said I will gladly move you from my timeline, because I'm looking for testimony. What's up there, God's elect? I'm looking for people, not just trying to get a quick fix. I'm looking for people that understand that once I become a blessing, I don't have to seek for a blessing. You understand? See, a part of understanding real object, this is why people get into stuff and they fizzle out. People start stuff, they never finish. Because you don't understand and you have never sat down. And the Bible says, like, it's a time to learn. It's a time to study. You don't respect none of that. And you claim that you want and you have a desire to practice real magic, real spirituality, and you've never taken out the time to actually study your craft. How can I tell Demetrius that I'm going to do something for him when I won't even take out the time to, at the very least, to study? Is anybody hearing me? Now I'm turning around and giving him a realistic time about how I can actually execute what I told him. Giving him something reasonable, rational, to look forward to. Many of you guys, when it comes down to any aspect of life, you do not respect your timeline. This is why Yahshua told his mother at the time, he said, "Woman, I must be about my Father's business." I'm going to say this again. At 12 years old, he was cognizant he only had 33 years. See, this is what happens when you don't understand people's destiny. Some people say, "Oh my God, Minister Mario left here at 44 young." But Minister Mario, based off of his course, he fulfilled everything that was meant for his soul to do here. And so therefore, he was ready to be offered up. That's why his transition was so easy. That's why such blessing came behind his transition. See, some of you guys, you think it's a blessing that you done repeated 2nd grade again. Some of y'all think it's a blessing that you done repeated 6th grade again. Some of y'all done repeated 12th grade again. This is the 12th time you done took the Spanish class. You forever learning. Forever learning. And never coming into the knowledge of truth. Because you don't understand. You don't only have a certain amount of time with certain type of teachers. How do I know today or tomorrow that Padrino might have to fly to go back to Venezuela? Why would I waste my opportunity knowing that it's hard to find somebody who's going to be genuine with me and also be consistent with me and also not be jealous of me and give me the thing that I want? I'm not going to waste time as though I can find him a dime a dozen. See, a part of being spiritual is being aware. Why are you wearing your auntie's cap? Tim, I'm not wearing my auntie's cap. But what I am wearing is your mama's saliva on my penis. I'm wearing that. I'm wearing that, huh? I'm wearing her skin, her inner jaw flesh on my tallywhacker. Now that I'm wearing. But I ain't wearing nobody's cap. So, when we are out here and we are trying to learn, trying to grow, we're trying to develop, this is what a lot of people miss out on. because they believe and think that they have a certain time. This is why I've always been a very effective host. You know what I'm saying? I never, like, I don't care what I'm doing. I always, I manage my time. And even when it comes down to my healing, even when it comes down to breaking curses, I always say, okay, I need to get this done before this get done so I can be in position to do that. You don't have no strategy. You get the same 24 hours. You get the same 12 hours of daytime. You get the same 12 hours of nighttime. Look, be honest. Sit down. For what you're saying out your mouth, what have you done to move you forward? Move you closer. Move you in the vicinity of any other stuff that you're talking about. If you've been watching me and watching my timeline, I go out and I get things done. I don't sit there and wait for tomorrow. I handle what I can handle today. Because I want certain change. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't want to live in a certain level of poverty, then what you need to do is change your mindset. Stop spending time with broke ass people. The only time you need to be sucking dick is you getting paid. The only time you need to be licking pussy is when you getting paid. And I'm talking about even if you're married. Because why are we fucking and we hungry? Why are we fucking and we homeless? Somebody putting the cart before the heart. Huh? Instead of you trying to bust a nut, you need to be busting these bills. Like, I don't, like, how you trying to have fun and you ain't did no work? See, when you understand your time frame, you stop people. You hold, wait a minute. No, you're not going to waste my time. If you're serious about living a better life, then there's certain things I should not have to tell you. If you're trying to get close to me, there's certain things I shouldn't have to tell you. If you're trying to move forward into something, there's certain things I should not have to tell you. But anytime you got to keep reiterating things to somebody, that's somebody there to waste your time. I don't care if it's over a natural thing. I don't care if it's over a spiritual thing. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin. I don't care if it's your tata, your mama, your hookah. I don't care if it's a side piece. I tell you, if you hear the fuck, let's do this. Huh? I don't want to hear about how your day was. I'm brass tack like that. I don't care that you had to catch 2 buses to get here. You can meet me by the railway. I don't care how you had to get here. Get here if you can. But we're here to fuck. You understand? We're here to pray. We're here to do conjuring. We're not here to waste time. We're not going to here to waste the spirit time, and we're not going to here to waste the individual time. Some of y'all like to jaw jack, and I'm sir, ma'am, I'm not here. Tell your dreams to somebody else. You talk to me when you ready to move. When my moon is in Aries. When you ready to make something happen. Then, certain man. Then we come up with a plan. Yeah, we don't do cheering church. This is all grown people here. I don't know why people got a problem with the way I talk, because it's life. Y'all fake asses. To waste is to become progressively weaker. No longer useful. How in the world you getting all of this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and you making dumber and dumber decisions? You getting stronger and stronger conjure, but you making more weak ass decisions. Explain to me how you work out with somebody that's stronger than you and you ain't getting stronger. How you working out with somebody that's smarter than you and you ain't getting smarter? If they going after their goals and they're achieving their goals and you supposed to be friends or road dog 10 toes down, then somebody there wasting time. We can't be partners because 2 can't walk together except they agree. Oh, the strobe want to come out. You're literally, that's literally what you're doing. Let me tell you something. I don't waste my time. Huh? Even though your mama pussy was raggedy, huh? Her head game was off. But because I got good dick, I always make things happen. Huh? Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Huh? I don't know about coming out of her, but I know about coming in her. Because she's a swallow. So I don't waste my time, sir. All right? Tell that raggedy bitch, no more. So, what happens in the midst of dealing with people? I'm a Sagittarius, y'all. This is Moon in Aries and rising sign Pisces. I'm here for it. Social media is for the commentary, for people to come in. If you come in my live, understand you're going to get roasted like a mother sucker. It is what it is. Okay? If you ain't got, especially you ain't coming here with no money. If you going to come in here and try to waste my time with your foolishness, I'm going to roast your ass. I'm going to get some benefit. See, your mama couldn't get no benefit out you. Huh? Your daddy couldn't get no benefit. But you come on my live with the bullshiggity, oh, I'm going to get a benefit. If it ain't nothing but a laugh, it ain't nothing but a like, I'm going to get a benefit off your wasted and useless ass. That I'm going to do. Because I'm truly a Sag. My North Node is in Capricorn. I use. So, how are you getting progressively weaker when we are getting progressively stronger? Make that make sense. If you talking to your Egun about working with me, you talking to your ancestors about working with me, and you're working with me, and I'm growing, I'm developing, I'm enhancing, I'm making decisions with my finances. Why is it that I, as the chief apostle Eli, I got to be a good steward over my inheritance, and I got to continue to pour back into the Orishas, the Loa, the Impungo, and any other thing that I want to keep advancing in, but you can just give when you feel like it? I'm going to say it again. Why is it that what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander? Especially if you call yourself a follower of a master. If you call yourself a disciple of somebody. That means what's good for the green tree is also good for the dry. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever saw a mother duck and you saw her ducklings, wherever she go, they go. So why you ended up in a different space? Why are you in a different space in your mind? Why are you in a different space in your emotion? Why are you in a different space when it comes to your finance? Why are your feet up under somebody else's table? When you're supposed to be following me, or following her, or following him, or them. Because some people are androgynous. I have this soap. This is black soap. I'm going to be sending this out. This is not, I'm sending this out to some of my clients. This is not something you're going to pay for. I'm gifting you this. You're going to take this black soap and you're going to use this to cleanse yourself and to remove harmful energy. I don't really like to say negative energy. There got to be a bot, because that's all y'all keep talking about, a fancy chef. Huh? Your daddy don't complain when I toss his salads and remove his spine. I treat his spine just like you pull a bone out of a rib. A tender rib, when I tenderize that ass and pull that bone out, when that meat is real tender and you pull it, you just pull the bone out there, that's just how I do your daddy's spine. So back to this. This is black soap. This is how you're going to use this. You're going to use, if you, one of my clients, I'm going to send this out periodically. I got to go buy some more. But many of you guys got graveyard work, and I want you to have certain things. So this is going to be used to remove harmful energy, and this is honey soap. This is Oshun soap, and this is going to be used to bring in prosperity, anything that bringing the goodness in. So this is going to be used to remove stuff, and this is going to be used to bring in good stuff. So these are two different baths. So what you're going to do, depending on your situation, it'll come in a packet, but it'll no less than 3 days with this soap. No more than 9 with this soap. No less than 3 days with this soap, and no more than 9. Some of y'all don't wash y'all ass consecutive anyway. But if you use my stuff, it got to be consecutive. So you got to bathe on the regular. With this soap, same thing is true, depending on your condition of your love and your prosperity. No less than 3 days with this soap, and no more than 9 days. My numbers are 3, 6, and 9. I got my Renee out there. She know my name is 69. We like licking on both ends. So those, you cannot buy this on my website. You cannot purchase. I'm just going to be sending it out periodically to those that support Chief Apostle Eli. The one thing about me, I'm good to my people. I'm good to people. I'm thinking about what you're trying to accomplish. My point is, I'm not here to waste time. I'm not here to waste your time. If you really want a better life, I can help you. My point is, I was listening to Beyonce's song today, because it's Bible study. How you going to upgrade somebody? How are you going to upgrade somebody unless you're in a place to elevate them? And I don't know how some of y'all walk off from people as though that individual, you done seen that type of anointing, you done seen that type of gift, you done seen that kind of power, you done seen that kind of administration before. Many of you guys, this is the first time you have ever seen it. I'm gonna say this again, Andrew. This soap is not for sale. I have clients that have donated. I'm a church, donated $1,000 to their graveyard work, and they are getting this package. They're not paying for that. I periodically send out different things to people that work with me, that support me, because I don't want them wasting their time. I want them healthy. I want them productive. I want them enjoying their life. So therefore, when on their timeline, whether that's tomorrow. Now, if you are sleeping with men, I'm talking to my sisters and my brothers, you're sleeping with men, use this soap, sir, on your anus. Wash your ass. If you're a top, wash your penis. If you both, wash your dick and your ass. You should be bathing both your asses anyway. But the point is, because you want to remove that ache, as much of that ache out of your body as possible. Especially when you know what type of people you like to slob on. Okay? And knob on. And drizzle on. Yeah, well. The same would be true for this. Okay? To all of you guys that are saying that you want to beef your economics up, I was taught it take money to make money. I don't believe that you can sow sparingly and reap abundantly. I don't believe that. It doesn't matter if it's in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Palo, Mystic, Ajay. I also believe if you don't want to waste time, if you don't want to waste your timeline with me, then you got to stop going around here and taking your ache, taking your energy other places, and then all of a sudden now, because you can't book Apostle Ely, all of a sudden now because I'm traveling, I'm not doing readings, or I may not be doing graveyard work like that, or I'm only doing it for people that can do $10,000. Things are going to change. I have given you so many opportunities to get your talisman. I've given you opportunities to get certain things, and some of you guys are gonna wait till the last minute. You go, oh, just like the 5 fools. Not the bridegroom will come and gone, and you because you got to go because you didn't come prepared. Always remember this. I was taught this by my mom. It's better to have a tool and not need it than to need it and not have it. A lot of y'all waste time, and you think all these excuses that you're gonna have. Oh, I didn't have the money. I'm on a fixed income. I got people on fixed income got their talisman. I don't. When you are serious, your egoons are going to make a way. When you are serious and dedicated to the things that you need to better them, tell me why wouldn't they want you to get the things that are going to help y'all? As though I'm going to be doing this 5 years from now on this level. As though I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to travel. I'm going to always be in this particular. You think I'm a Dollar General. You think the flea market going to always be here. Really? You think I'm going to always allow you to have my time for $150? Are you I'm asking you. You think that what I made available now, once I get to a certain level, that I'm going to continue to have that available? You don't think that different opportunities are going to come to me and allow me to do things on a bigger scale, so therefore I can't afford to do certain things? How do you think you got the time? Just tell me, this is how y'all miss out on good men, good women, good opportunity, because you think that you can afford to let that man walk out the door. You think you can afford that woman, that kind. But some of y'all holding on niggas, you can find that nigga behind every curtain, behind every window. That nigga you about to give up your soul for, that nigga, oh, there's plenty of them. But the Negro that's of something and some something, because you don't like the way he talk, because he don't talk like you're accustomed to being talked to, because you used to talking to dog ass men. Somebody that needs your car, somebody that need a place to stay, somebody that needs you to hide their package, somebody that needs you to make them feel like a man that their mama them. You used to them type of men. And I'm speaking to the gays, and I'm speaking to the straights, and I'm speaking to the married, and I'm speaking to the side pieces. Because some of y'all going to miss some good side pieces. There's some side dishes out there are worthy to be the entree. You going to mess up. Because you don't mess around and let that Christianity stuff get into your cranium, and you're going to mess around and miss out on opportunity, and woulda, shoulda, coulda, it's going to be your name. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. If I'm of anything of a businessman, I promise you I ain't going to stay on the same level. I don't roll like that. When I started in Ocha, when I started with Minister Mario, in that short period of time, look where I am. You think I'm going to stay here? You think I'm not going to evolve? Keep playing. And you're going to be removed from my timeline. You know why? Because you're not going to be able to take up that space. Because other people are going to value that time. And those other people are going to be willing to pay for that time. And all this free information that you're getting right now, you won't be getting that anymore. Because I won't have time. Because there's other people that actually want something out of life. And their life. And there's actually people that want to learn and do real craft. And there are people that are willing to pay to have me sit there and teach them. Fly me to teach them. See, this is where we're headed. So you got the opportunity to visit me now. But the time will come. You won't be visiting me. I'm be visiting. You got to follow me wherever I'm going through the country. I told you I'm doing a circle of 13. When Monique get back from her cruise, we're going to put it on the website. We're going to pick our area, and then I'm going to go there. Because I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Because I'm not here to waste your time, your energy, or your money, or even your attention. Because I can truly show you better than I can tell you. Because a lot of you guys have had these opportunities with these other people, and you yourself, you cannot recognize real. I know that's right, Minister Al. Ain't worth a damn. Let me tell you something. Missing out on an evolution in a donation form is asinine. That's why you don't see on my website, I'm not running no sales. I don't do none of that. I have no. Why would I? I'm already doing too much for what I'm putting out there now. Why would I run a sale? If my content that good, why? Just tell me, huh? Would I look like a clearance rack? As they say, get it while it's hot. And I'm not just talking about chief apostle either. I'm talking about everyday life. I'm talking about everyday experiences. Let me tell y'all something. The times that I look back on now with Minister Mario, son of Achosi, I never wasted time. The reason why I can heal and go to the next level and still venerate him and do all this, because I never wasted time. I don't waste time with people. If me and you interact, I'm gonna have a good time. If I'm a side piece, I'm gonna enjoy myself, and I'm gonna make sure you enjoy yourself. I don't like wasting my time, huh? If I'm gonna drive where you at, or you gonna come here, all in my mind I'm calculating what you spent, the time and all that up, and I'm gonna make sure that's worth your time. You mess with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. That's the only agenda that I have. And I hope that you are thinking the same way. That I'm not going to waste this man time. I really want to learn. I really want to know. I really want to grow. And as he grow, I hope I'm growing too. So therefore, I will be able to afford more and more of the things that he has to offer. Because he has been teaching me this over a long period of time. He ain't just started talking like this. I've had the time to build. I had the time to go step by step. And instead of being out here trying to play rich, you need to be out here trying to get rich. At the very least, living high on the hog. Somebody send a cash out. That's how you get my attention. It'll do it every time. Darius, I love that. Darius, I gotta read this one. That's a good one. Got you, Karen O'Brien. This is my Gemini. What I'm gonna do is, because some of you guys you're not in spirituality. You're in religions. You're in form of godliness. I want to do a Zoom. I'm probably going to do it for $100 per. But I want people to really explain to y'all what I'm offering and what I'm really giving you an opportunity to have. Because sometimes people hear from my mouth, it's like, okay, he's just selling himself. Other people that have gone out here and experienced these other people will tell you this is the real McCoy here. I'm not the real McCoy because I say I'm the real McCoy. It has been confirmed over and over and over from one tradition to the next. And I know what I am giving melanated people will help them. But what melanated people do is they love wasting time. Let me show y'all what my Pisces said. I love that. For I stopped wasting time across my life. He sent an offering to stop wasting time. Every day you get up, sir and ma'am, you have not did a life reading. You don't know. At least Yahshua knew he had 33 years. My grandmother left out here at 58. But look what she accomplished. It's some of y'all in y'all 80s and 90s, and bitch, you ain't did shit. You ain't accomplished nothing. You started out on welfare at 18, and you is leaving here on welfare. You ain't did nothing. You was sucking broke dick when you was in your mama's house, and now that you in the old folks home, you still in the old folks home sucking broke dick. They done cut his insurance off. He about to get kicked out of the old folks home, and you out there trying to take your dentures out, giving him some head. You ain't learned nothing. Nothing. When your nuts were young and strong, you were making stupid decisions. Now they're old and numb, and you're still making stupid decisions. Because you ain't learned nothing. Just wasting time. Just like you get on a job and you just there to get off the job, you really ain't at the work, you ain't really accomplish nothing. You do your life the same way. And what you try to do is you try to come into people like my life that is productive. Sometimes I tell people I don't even want to talk to them on the phone because I don't see the good. Why am I talking to you on the phone? You're not getting smarter. You're not making better decisions. Like, I don't like having stupid conversations. I talk with the purpose of actually gaining something, learning something. I don't want to hear stupid shit. I don't want to talk about stuff that has no relevancy to my growth, my development, and the betterment of my life. If you want to communicate with certain type of people, then you need to have a goal and some agenda and some resources behind that. You still around here pussyfooting around. Now your ass old, dusty, and you have no wisdom to offer nobody out of all this time, out of all the moon cycles you done seen, out of all the 4 seasons you done seen. Bitch, we couldn't be captivated by no story. Like, why don't you have a story to tell as old as your ass is? Why you can't give us no wisdom back in the day and leave and walk us up to present day? I'm 51 years of age. I have been exposed to many things. This is why I can give you the wisdom that I give you. If I'm growing, I can continue to give you wisdom. But if I stop because I think I got time, if I was doing that, Minister Mario would have never got crowned. Minister Mario would have not had achieved the things he achieved, and he would not be getting venerated and honored the way he's getting honored. Y'all, I'm using him as an example. I have people in my church that have been around me for years, and you still stupid. And don't talk about it, because I tell them to their face. They already know how I feel about them. And I don't talk behind nobody back. Whether you stay in my church, leave my church, that ain't my problem. But I don't understand what's the purpose of being around a man like me. Huh? You was a sorry fuck before I met you. Now that you done met me, I'm an astounding fuck. And now your fuck game ain't upgraded. You ain't learned nothing. You ain't become a better pussy eater, a grocery eater, a dick sucker. Like, ain't nothing advanced. You ain't become a better bill payer. Ain't nothing that I have said that made you focus and say, you know what? I need my prayer done got stronger. Like, tell me. What the fuck I need you breathing in my face for? Unless we getting down. I'm not here to waste time. What do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to go? I don't want to hear nothing about your background. I work both sides. So I want to hear about what your family think about you, the black sheep. Let's just make these black dollars. How about that? While you worried about being a black sheep, let's make some black goddamn money. Let's make some black dollars. Okay? While you worried about being an outcast, let's sell some records like Outkast. That's where I am. That's where I've been. I don't understand y'all. Y'all around here fucking for delusion. Some of y'all getting in there having sex with people you ain't even enjoying. You act like somebody gonna give you an Oscar or you. I can even see if you were making a porn tape. Something you were gonna get paid for. You actually out here performing for free. You out here exemplifying yourself in front of people for free that don't even care if you live or die. What are you wasting your time for? Why are you hanging around people that don't want to see you win? Like, you ain't never heard of reverse? If you pulled into somewhere and drive and it don't look conducive for your growth, then what's wrong with you putting it in reverse and pulling out of the situation? That was some of y'all daddy should have did before you got to this earth realm. He should have pulled out and skied it all in her face. Because putting you in this earth has been a displeasure to us since you've been here. I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't know who teach y'all, but we only have a certain amount of time now. We're journeying through. We sing all kind of songs. We're pilgrims in this land and all this other stuff. We are gods and goddesses ascending and descending in this earth realm. So at some point, you're going to have to say, you know what? I don't want to waste no more of my time. Either I'm going to be fully committed to this or I'm going to leave it alone. Either I'm going to be all in or I'm going to leave this alone. This is not a toy. This is a lifestyle. I said this over and over. You come to me and you think that I'm going to tell you something different. I'm not. You have to be serious before you ever step to me. I don't play about my spirituality. They come first. So what do you think I'm going to teach you or tell you? I'm going to teach you the same way I live it. I don't know. You might be about to go sell some pussy or something. And I'm not telling you selling. You were selling it before I even said anything. But my point is, instead of going and buying some shoes, you need to get your conjure together. You need to get your graveyard work up. Huh? Instead of going and buying a ring to put on that bitch hand, they're going to betray you in another 3 weeks with your brother. Because she had his baby. You could have been getting your graveyard work done. And they could have exposed them. But no, you so busy trying to make this hoe into a housewife. But that's your business because you're grown. Waste your time, you're not going to waste mine. And you keep trying to waste my time, you're going to end up being moved from my timeline. Because I have no problem banishing people out of my life. If you serve no purpose, you're not trying to do nothing, you don't need to be in my space. You don't need to be you don't need to be a very present in my life. Be serious about whatever you're doing with whoever you're doing it with. That's whether it was me or anything in life. If you ain't there for a purpose, or you there just to just burn through somebody's love, affection, support for you, and you ain't really doing nothing with it, or you just ain't with no purpose at all, you just there to be there. I don't. That's my numbers are real. On my TikTok, they're real. On my YouTube, they're real. On my social media platform, they're real. I ain't buy no followers. I ain't buy no subscribers. They be sending me offers on TikTok to do all that kind of stuff. No, because I need to know who with me for real. I don't need nobody just there to say I got a number. See, that might matter to you, sir, man, but that don't. I want real numbers. I want things that are gonna actually work. I want people that actually want to be here. I want people that subscribe to me, that's actually subscribing to me, because they want to hear what I have to say and how I do things. And some of y'all, just like the natural, you don't have so many dicks in you, you don't know who gave you that. You don't know who gave you the virus. You don't know why your pussy swole. You don't know why your pussy spitting worms or your ass, hemorrhaging. Because your energy here, your energy there, your energy there is. Ryan, life readings are different. Those have to be done in person. But I can do reading for you, and I can do ancestry. But I can read your life. And let me say this, y'all, because I try to do things in a responsible manner. Any information you get, your spirits, your egos are there. They know what you know. You can't say what you don't know once you know. And you are responsible for what you know. A lot of times we just be trying to get readings and get information. Why are you taking your car down there to the dealership to sit on that diagnostic machine knowing that you ain't got no intention of fixing nothing no matter what that machine say? Don't do that. Be always ready for whatever you go out to do. That's all I'm saying. I've been encouraging many of y'all, get your graveyard work. If you got it, you did 1,000, do another 1,000. Until you up to 10 and 15, you'll see what I'm talking about. Some of y'all think y'all doing something. I mean, it's way more to this than that. See, ancestor. I'm telling you how to win. I don't know what else to tell you. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it for myself, and I know how to do it for other people. And I'm gonna be on vacation, so a lot of y'all gonna be getting packages left and right. Oh, thank you, Shamari. Back to you, baby. Thank you. I really like what Derek put in there. I really do. And there go my Karen O'Brien. I love you. I appreciate you, Gemini. Some of y'all, I'm trying to get y'all money right so y'all can get in position. But some of y'all, I get your money right, then you start going buying pussy and ass and hair all the way down to your booty. It just get crazy. Let me get these cards out. Ryan, I'm gonna read for you. Yes, Jason, I have source in my background. Mafedifun Yanza. Just let me know you listen. Thank you, Stormy, for that super chat. I appreciate that. The time will come when money will not be an option. We have a short time to get to that destination. I am double time and trying to get my Ngongas. I'm not. I know we don't have that kind of time. And some of y'all around here, you have no idea what we fit to be dealing with. And all you don't be worried about the fake spiritually, because what fit to come on there, they ain't gonna be able to handle it. Only the real McCoys are gonna be standing. That's what tried as fire them. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which in the dark bring into light of my eyes concerning Ryan the Libra. Ryan the Libra. Ryan the Libra. What is going on with Ryan? Eba Sunday, your son. Ryan the Libra. I'm going to say something to you, Ryan. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this in a way you need to understand. In life, when you're at a certain place in life, people are comfortable with you there. The more you reach out to do better for yourself, sometimes people feel like they're losing control, or they're losing a preconceived influence or importance. And you have to keep your energy clean. You have to understand that some people are comfortable with you here. They're not comfortable with you there. And so that energy is what you're dealing with right about now. It says stop. Your shadow card comes up, stop fatal attraction, Ryan. You're a Libra. That's Venus energy. Yud, yud, yud. In honor of my Fedifun Yemiyah. It says, I am the high priest of my own temple, my own being. Through the power of this name, my soul is imbued with divine energy, and evil people are banished from my presence. This card right here is in shadow, and it's about your life. People that don't serve and mean you well, they will be banished. All you need to do is your conjure. Get up on yourself with your answer and think. When I know you get happy about certain things that are moving, but other people not happy about your flow. Not even that you have bad intention. It's just that people are comfortable when you have a certain need for them. And once you start not having that need, they don't know how to function in relationships where the person is there because they want to be and not because of a need. I said enough. Reveal the concealed. Mem Yud Kaf. It said, I gather the ability to bring forth the powers of observation to see the truth. This is going on right now in your present life. It said, and the courage to handle it. Seeing things for what it is and being able to adjust accordingly is wisdom. But understanding that blessing do come with persecution. And there's nothing wrong with being excited about your blessing, but also always guard your blessing. So I believe in stepping with wisdom. Even though I'm telling y'all what I'm doing, but please believe me, I'm doing conjure. I got shit over there with my cauldrons. Trust me, I got some stuff I'm going to be doing tonight around my house because I got to get ready for these other cauldrons to come in. August right around the corner because I already know I done put it out there that that's what I'm doing, and they already know I'm coming for their fuck ass. So they got to do what they got to do. You don't never get mad with nobody for doing what they got to do. Do you hear me, Ryan? You don't ever get mad with a pussy ass nigga, a niggerette, for doing what they feel like they got to do. You just be ready for what they trying to do. To all of my Sir Lickums out there, I love you. Then your outcome card, Ryan, is the umbilical cord. This is in your outcome card as a Libra. Hey Resh Chet. It said, I now establish the umbilical cord to divine energy. You got two cards talking about divine energy. This is your spiritual growth. You got two cards, your present card and your outcome card, connecting you to divine energy. So you're headed in the right direction. But it's not going to come without a challenge. Understand that. Just because your Ache is Venus energy, you still attract. And that's why you got to keep yourself clean and you got to renew your mind and you got to stop allowing the opinions of others where you're headed and what you're doing to affect your energy, because that's what's going to attract. You have magnetic energy. You're a charmer. So charm the pants off of people. Well, I don't care how you get it. I'm just being honest. All right. And it says, ensuring the constant glimmer of light in my life, especially now when I am a place of darkness. So this is talking about growth. Anything that ripens, we put it in a dark space. So when you get into dark patches and spaces that you think that you're in a place, that's when you're growing. That's when you're maturing. That's when you're ripening. You know, this is what I tell women a lot of times. It's not that a man may not be right for you, R-I-G-H-T. He just not right, R-I-P-E, for you right now, because he has not matured. Women mature faster than men. And women always going and biting into men life that are undeveloped. And men don't like to hear that shit. But it's the truth. That's a personal. What's up there, my Sagittarius? Hey, Apostle. I'm y'all know I got drama. I'm trying to do another one. Hope it's not too late. No, it's not too late to get a reading, honey. It sure ain't. Not for my twin in the energy. All right. I'm gonna read for. That was for Ryan. Libra. Reading again. Sagittarius. Reading. Erediosai. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Christina, the Sagittarius. The Ebasa, Nerediosai. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Christina. What is it that this Sagittarius needs to focus on? What is the Sagittarius needs to focus on? Ebasa. It's coming in heavy. For Sag, your shadow card comes up for Sag. Ebasa, fearlessness. fearlessness. It's in shadow card for Sagittarius. It says, Mem Nun Deled. What am I afraid of? With this name, the courage to conquer my fear now rises within me. By proactively confronting my fears at seed level, this means nipping stuff at the bud, I yank them out by the roots and remove them entirely from my being. Now this card coming up for shadow is where most Sagittarius make their biggest mistake. And by this coming up in your shadow card, this is when you're giving people the benefit of the doubt. You have to stop that, especially with people that are close to you. This card right here is talking about facing things for what it is. This card is telling Sagittarius to confront stuff at seed level, not when they get up, because sometimes we wait till we get upset and we got going off. This card right here is talking about addressing things before they ever get out of control. This also says here in this particular shadow card for you not to be giving people the benefit of the doubt. It is what it is. Until they show you different, it is what it is. They want you to see something different, then they need to do something different. Just being honest. Then your middle card, Sagittarius, comes up in passion. Your middle card says, Ayin Ebasa. Mem. It says, this name stokes the fires. It says fires with an S. So there's more than one flame burning. A passion in my heart and soul. This letter gives me the power to maintain serenity, devotion, and correct consciousness in my prayers. Ebasa. Ooh, feel that. In my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. So for this to fall for a Sagittarius, so this is talking about you're actually you're in the state what we in the Bible will call the affection, fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. This card right here talks about being in your correct consciousness, understanding who you are and why things have to go the way that they go. That's even dealing with opposition. That this is for your experience, but this stuff is always remember this. God is going to avenge you of your adversary, but you still have to have the experience. But this card right here is talking about. It says this is about maintenance. This is about you maintaining serenity, devotion, and correct conscience. That's threefold in your prayers, your meditation, and your spiritual. So this card right here is talking about your passions are being balanced. Your passions are being balanced. Then it says your outcome card comes up. Forget thyself, and the outcome, it says Lamed Hey Chet. It said, I now transcend the limits of my own being. In other words, the real you, the inner you, has to take precedence. The inner man, as we call it in the church world, has to take precedence. This says that you're going to transcend your own limits. Your own limit, what you feel like you can't do. Now, this is where it gets into greater is he that's in you than he. That's where this concept is coming from. But it's talking about you transcending your own personal limits. It says, I cling to the tree of life. Happiness finds me now that my ego is out of the spotlight and I can get out of my own way and letting go of all stubbornness. This is your outcome. This means that your I'm gonna say it flesh, but your outward man is not in the driver's seat. Your inner man is pushing for things. Your inner man is manifesting things because your inner man is trying to take you in the direction where you were designed to go. Because this card talks about happiness you will find, and your ego won't be able to interfere in this. Say get out of your way and letting go of all stubbornness. Now you know. My God, on today. I got you, Darius, for triple threat. I got exclusive for reading Scorpio. Darius, triple threat. Praise the Lord. Shamari. I think Shamari was first. Cancer. Reading. And thank y'all for the extra tip. Y'all make my nipples hard. You can't see them through this shirt. I purposely wore this. Rocking my Ache. Now I'm gonna do Shamari's reading first, and then which is Cancer reading, and then I'm going to do exclusive K reading in Scorpio. All right. Let me know you listen to Shamari, and then I'm gonna go to, after Shamari, I'm going to exclusive Scorpio. Y'all know I love me some Scorpio energy. All right. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Shamari the Cancer. Shamari the Cancer. Shamari. These brand new cards and they sticking. Ebasa. Shamari the Cancer. It is sign. Ebasa. Shamari, you need to do roll opening. I don't want to, you need to do some roll opening words. Ebasa. Somebody's trying to close your rules. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Concerning Shamari. Cancer. What is it Cancer needs to focus on? Equals something else. All right, here we go. Cancer. Shamari. Your shadow card comes up. Diffusing negative energy and stress. Stagnation. Kaf He Tav. It says purifying light. Banish the unseen omnipotent forces and deactivates harmful influences that may be lurking by, especially those that dwell inside me. Stress dissolves, pressure is released, balance and positive energy permeate my being and my world. This card right here is shadow coming in for Cancer. This has a lot to do with staying on top of your energy. I just didn't like what I felt when I was calling your name, and this is why. Somebody trying to bring stress in your life. Building bridges is your middle card, Cancer. Aleph Va Mem. With the power of this name, I extend the hand of friendship to people in whom I am in conflict. Even if the conflict is over money or resources, I am awakened compassion and summon the courage to pick up the phone and call the person right now. That means right now. Accordingly, a bridge to the upper world will erect in my behalf. There's something going on about money or some type of resources. You're gonna have to be very, very careful. I would do like a bayberry candle or something. I don't know if this, because this is somebody working. Every time I mention your name, it strike come. DNA of the soul is your outcome card. It says Aleph, Kaf, Aleph. It said, with this name I will receive nothing less than the full impact of the forces of creation. This is when I talk about the Orishas here. It says, I restore meaning to my life that often seems meaningless and purpose to my world that often appears aimless. Order returns, structure emerges, and everything is tidied up. The outcome card lets me know that you're going to come through this particular situation that you're going through. But this is something for the force of creation, spirits to take care for you. I don't think this is something you should do on your own. There's things that you can do for yourself, but I think this needs attention, spiritual attention, my attention. Somebody's working. Do Psalm 27 and Psalm 54. Thus say the prophet. Exclusive K, let me know. What's up, my Taurus? What's up, love? I'm gonna address this because this is okay. I'm gonna read for you, Exclusive K. How many of y'all done heard what Shamara said? I don't be bothering nobody though. How many of y'all done heard that? I don't bother nobody either. They work on me. I attend to my own business. They still be working on me. That don't mean nothing, sweetheart. I know you think it do, but it don't mean nothing. Not when it come down to this. You can think you're not bothering somebody and be bothering the hell out of them. Your perception and their perception are two different things. Here we go. Exclusive K. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Turn Exclusive K to Scorpio. Exclusive K to Scorpio. Exclusive K to Scorpio. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning this Scorpio. What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Exclusive K to Scorpio. What is it that she needs to focus on? Shamari, I need y'all to tell her how many people say that all the time. They say that like it means something. It don't mean nothing. Well, it means something to you, but it don't. At the end of the day, it don't mean nothing. Just being honest. You don't have to bother people for people to bother you. And sometimes you don't think you bother people, but you be bothering people. You just don't see it as you bother people. Me being on social media bother people. Exclusive K, your card comes up soulmate in shadow. This says Shin Aleph Hey. It said using the sequence of letters of the energy of soulmate is a rise in my being. It says I now attract the other half of my soul. All of my existing relationships are deeply enriched, imbued with soulmate energy. This card talks about being able to recognize people that you resonate with. This card right here saying this, your focus need to be on things that your soul. And the Bible say, I wish above all that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. This card right here talks about soulmate energy, people that you actually relate to on a soul level, and these people are going to be drawn into your life. And this, even though you have sexual energy, these people are not for sex, for elevation. But you may be vastly, and they may be attracted to you, or vice versa. It could be both ways. But it's going to be a lot of that coming in. That's the focus with that energy. Dialing God is your middle card. Lamed Vava. It said using this name I can activate the direct dial to God, or it could be Goddess. I take in the name I dial. I connect. My truest prayers are heard, are answered at the speed of light. Whatever is going on right now, Exclusive K, there's going to be a quick manifestation. This card coming up for Scorpio. Scorpio rules over the genitals, but they also the road opening opportunity. Something is going to come through very quickly for you, because this is your middle card. Your outcome card says prophecy and parallel universes. I just said earlier about wishing above that you prosper, being ahead. This card right here in your outcome card says, hey, yud yud. It's I am bestowed with the power of prophecy, being able to prophesy, speak those things that be not as though they were, with my conscious elevated. Remember, your card right here is talking about drawing elevated people around you for elevation. But this card, your outcome card, is talking about you being elevated, and it said your consciousness elevated and your awareness heightened. I have the power to enter into new universe of transformation and light. This is it's going to be Exclusive K. It's going to be a very transformative experience. The energy that I'm picking up people are going to be coming into your life, and it is going to be very impactful. And it sometimes it's because of Mars being a part of your energy, it's going to seem chaotic or in a conflict. But at the end of the day, it's about you being elevated, and it says about you going into a new universe. It's some heavy stuff headed your way. They're getting you prepared for some heavy stuff coming your way. She said confirmation. She said, I'm so ready. All right. Thank you, guys. Wait a minute, somebody else. Make sure I ain't forget nobody. I think I got everybody. I need to go. I need to eat. Because you can tell my voice is, I've been working all day, tired. But thank you so much. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And don't forget to hit the like button, comment if this Bible study really helped you, or you feel like it helped somebody else. Share my videos. It helps the algorithm. And so thank you so much. And much love to each and every one of you guys. And good night.